Another guy who I felt like really stood out, man, Azeez Al-Shaair. We're talking about a guy who's coming in for Fred Warner. Everybody was so worried. Fred Warner, he's not playing Fred Warner. Fred Warner, what are you going to do? Oh, man, we're so thin. Drain Greenlaw, like he's out, growing injury. Azeez is going to have to step up. Azeez Al-Shaair, he's been awesome. He has been awesome. He's been such a good football player for the 49ers. A guy who I believe potentially started on like practice squad or something like that. When you talk about developing guys, right? That's a guy that they've done a really good job of developing. I don't want to speak out and say, I don't know. What did he start on practice squad? Let's see. Let's see. Probably should look at that before speaking out of my ass. But what he's been, man, let's see, pulling up his career right now with the 49ers. It looks like maybe he's been active the whole time. Let's see. Pro career. So he was undrafted, made his NFL debut in the season opener. So he always played. He's been with the 49ers since 2019. Talk about being able to really develop a guy. Undrafted, signed. That's a good find for the 49ers. 16 tackles, a forced fumble, a tackle for loss, and half a sack. Awesome job. Awesome job by Al-Shaair. Just showing impact. Clearly, you see somebody 16 tackles, he's running around. He's running to the rock. Half a sack. Awesome job. Tackle for loss. Forced fumble. Just very impactful. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his first forced fumble was it on the last drive, right? On the goal line? He was the one that popped that out. Big time play. Big time player. Al-Shaair, 49ers have done a really good job developing linebackers. I don't know if it's D'Amico Ryans. I don't know if they just have really talented guys and they have someone in their front office that has an eye for evaluating some of these lower round guys or linebackers. But Azeez, terrific job. Terrific job. Again, 16 tackles, forced fumble, 1 tackle for loss, and half a sack. That is big time production in the absence of Fred Warner, who a lot of people were worried about missing. And I'm not going to say that you didn't miss Fred Warner, but definitely it helped when a guy like Al-Shaair comes in and balls the way he did. Big time job. Let's see, what is this? The only thing with Azeez is the lost tackles. So are you saying like some of the missed tackles? But I'll say this, man. NFL, I always say, man, it's good on good. So running backs are good, linebackers are good. At some point, the linebacker is going to make a good play on the running back where maybe he stands up in the hole or whatever. And there's going to be another time where the running back makes the linebacker miss. You know what I'm saying? So those things, dude, is good on good. The game happens so fast. There will be a missed tackle here and there. But I thought overall, just with his production and, how he showed out in the absence of a Fred Warner, who's your all-pro linebacker, I thought Azeez, man, did a terrific job. Terrific job. Another guy, and this is an interesting stat line. Another guy who stood out. Interesting stat line here. DJ Jones. He had 7 tackles. And typically when you see somebody who, he's playing on the front, defensive line, you think 7 tackles, all right, like how many of them are solo? Right? Like how many of them are him? 7 solo tackles for a defensive lineman. 2 tackles for loss. That's big time. And was it DJ Jones who punched out that? I think it was Quan Alexander. But DJ Jones, man, 7 solo tackles, 2 tackles for loss from the interior, man. That is good stuff. When DJ Jones is on, he's good. He's good. DJ Jones is penetrating. Pause. He was. Terrific job, man. Like just in the interior, and he flashed right away. Get in there. He's so quick. He's so light on his feet. I thought DJ Jones had a forced fumble, but I think it was Quan Alexander. Croc, I think DJ Jones is better than Kinlaw. I would say right now, DJ Jones is better than Javon Kinlaw. But with Kinlaw, it's getting him to, if he reaches his max potential, which, with draft picks, things like that, it's all about max potential, man. Like that's what it's about. And then how can we get a guy to reach that? So when you look at a guy like DJ Jones, or you look at Kinlaw, he's 6'5", 340 pounds, and he's just as quick and as athletic as DJ Jones. It's freaky. So now it's just like, dude, can you develop some moves? The one thing, about DJ Jones, and yes, right now DJ Jones is better. He's had more time to really develop, right? There weren't the big expectations, DJ Jones coming into the NFL and making an immediate impact. So he got to develop at more of an organic pace, right? There was no rush. There were no high expectations on DJ Jones. It was, all right, you're a mid-round pick. Oh, okay, DJ Jones is playing. Okay. Oh, wait, that was a good play. Okay. And then you just let it happen organically. So after 3 years, 4 years, he progressively gotten better. And yes, DJ Jones is better than Kinlaw. Now, the big thing with Kinlaw is, one, higher upside. So if he doesn't have the time to develop like a DJ Jones, it's like, dude, you were picked 14th overall. Like, you got to be good right now. So that's tougher, right? Coming into the NFL, trying to understand how you have to win, develop pass rush moves. You have a big guy like Kinlaw who is, just more physically gifted. So he won that way in the SEC. You got to learn how to win in different ways. And sometimes that could take time. That's not the issue with Kinlaw that I have. I think the injuries, that's the issue, right? When you're talking about a Kinlaw who, that knee, yeah, we all know. You came into the NFL hurt. Would it ever be better? I saw somebody that works with, I don't know if it was on my YouTube channel or on Twitter, but I saw someone talk about it and he said that knee it's never really going to get better. And that's tough. And that's on the 49ers. They knew about the knee injury beforehand. They tried to brush it off like it was no big deal. They knew. It's been an issue. All right, so DJ Jones did have a forced fumble. Okay, I thought he had one. Maybe there was another fumble that the 49ers didn't recover, and maybe that was Kwan Williams. Did the 49ers force 3 fumbles in that game?